morning and welcome to Godly Play at St. Michael's and All Angels Church. Today we have finally arrived at Pentecost. You know, we've been talking about each week celebrating Easter and leading up to this special day. See, I have my red on today for you, and I hope that you will pick out something red to wear today to remember this story and to celebrate Pentecost. This is our story today. It looks a little bit different than it has the last couple of weeks. It kind of reminds me of a parable that we have in this classroom. Remember our parables, and I actually got one out to show you again. You know, our parables come packaged like this. They're gold and they look very old. Well, this is similar, except that it is red. So let's take a little peek and see what's inside and see if there's anything that's in there that can help us get ready for the story. Well, there's lots of things in here to help us tell the story, but there's nothing that we can put out beforehand to help us get ready, except for one thing, and that's this. Now we can begin. There was once a great tower, and the people that were building the tower spoke the same language, and they worked together. But as the tower came closer to God, the people forgot why they were building the tower, and they started to think that they were greater builders than God. They thought they were better than each other. Suddenly there was a loud noise, and you couldn't hear the people talking anymore. It sounded like there was a lot of babbling going on. And finally, the tower fell, and the languages were broken in a million pieces. And then thousands of years passed, and Jesus died on the cross. He was still with them, as he is still with us today. They couldn't let him go, and then something amazing happened. The disciples went to Jerusalem. We're going to use this to represent the city of Jerusalem. There was Peter and James, John, Andrew, and Philip, Bartholomew, and Matthew, Thomas, James the Less, Simon, Jude. There are only 11 because Judas was gone. So the disciples, Jesus came and he led them outside of Jerusalem unto the Mount of Olivet. Jesus went up, and soon the Holy Spirit would come down. On Sunday, the disciples went back to the upper room. When they were there, God helped guide them to replace Judas with Matthias. So now there were 12. They felt a huge gust of wind, and they could feel themselves filling with joy. They were full of the Holy Spirit. They went out into the streets to tell people the story and to share the good news. When they went out, they heard lots of people from different languages and different places. It was different, but it was all beautiful. Everyone could see that the 12 had come so close to God, and that God had come so close to the 12 that they were filled with joy. And we remember this day to celebrate this story and Pentecost. It's what we kind of know as the birthday of the church. So I wonder which part of the story that you like best. And I wonder if there's any part of the story that we could take out, but still have everything that we need. Do you think that we could take out the Tower of Babel? Do you think we could take out the disciples and still have everything that we need? What about the city of Jerusalem? Could we remove that from our story and still have what we need? I wonder what you think is the most important part of this story. Now I'll try to put the story away, and then I'm going to share with you the ending of the story I've been sharing with you for many weeks. Remember, we celebrate Easter for 6 Sundays because it is so special and such a mystery that we cannot celebrate it in only one Sunday. So it keeps going on for 6 Sundays. Well, each week during Easter, I have shared with you a story. And I've been scrolling out this. We have the white part representing Easter. And the last Sunday, which is today, we're going to roll out. I'm not going to do the whole thing because you won't be able to see it. But I'm going to roll out the last square, which is red for Pentecost. And you remember our stories each week of different people getting to know Jesus in a new way during this time of Easter. Well, the final story is that of Pentecost and the disciples feeling the Holy Spirit rush into them. And then they can go out and share the story. So that's our final story on the 6 weeks of Easter. And I hope that you will have a birthday celebration today, a birthday celebration of the church. Maybe you could make a cake with your family, and you could wear red, and you could pretend like we were all together in communion, celebrating this very special day. It's the only day of the year that we wear red and have red on the altar. As you see, I changed the color back here too under our Holy Family to remind us. So it truly is a special day, and I'm so thankful you could join me today. If you do any special work today around Pentecost and how that makes you feel and the Holy Spirit, please share that with me. Have a great afternoon.